I just covered a lot of ground, just for little old me. So this is how I think that it would play out. Like if I actually was able to contact Paula, this is what I would say. Hey, Paula, remember me? You were in a high school production of A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and I was in the chorus, and we have similar last names. And I was wondering if you could put me in touch with Hello, spiritual storytellers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Maria, and I'm a storytelling coach and the author of Closer to Indigo. I coach spiritual storytellers to heal their past and create a brighter future using the magic of storytelling, crystals, and essential oils. And I'm so glad to be connecting with you across time and space. This is a safe place for us to share our stories and connect. So today I thought I'd do something really fun. I thought I'd share my 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon story. If you've ever played that game, it's really fun to discover the path between you and a celebrity. So I have my Kevin Bacon story that I'll just dive right into. So let me take you back to 1987. In those days, nobody had a cell phone. Nobody had email, and hair was really big, and fashion was really colorful and bold and fluorescent and geometric, and music was really upbeat and danceable. There was a certain ambiance to the sound, and it sort of had an optimism to it. It was really fun to be a teenager in those days. And aside from the looming threat of the Cold War, they were good times. And so I was going to high school. I was living in the States with my family. And so I had a lot of opportunities open up to me that I wouldn't have had otherwise. I was into the arts. I liked my English class. I liked my photography class. And I played in the band. All of a sudden, there were auditions for a musical called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. And the only song I remember is Him, Paragon of Virtue. Da, 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 da. That's all I remember. And so I was in the chorus and I got the part of being in the chorus. So nothing big, but still, it was really fun to be in this production. And it was directed by a woman called Jane Carston, who was actually a recurring character on The Little Rascals. She wasn't a main character, but she was there, and possibly Darla, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's already one connection, and that's not even part of my story. So, as a chorus member, I got to name my own character. So, I named myself Euphoria. And my friend Brian, he named himself Lackadaisicus. And Brian went on to be an extra in a Jodie Foster movie. And Jodie Foster movies were so big in my childhood. I probably saw all of them in the theater. So, but that's not part of my story either. And the main character, the main male lead, his name was Tom. And I asked Tom to the Sadie Hawkins dance. And we're still friends on Facebook. And the main female lead, her name was Paula Korologos. And she later changed her name to Paula Kale. Now, Paula and I, because we have similar last names, she and I were side by side in the 1986 yearbook, even though she was a year younger than me. And so, anyway, there's my connection. This is where the story starts with Paula. So, Paula went on to do some roles in Hollywood, and she was in a lot of sitcoms, and most notably Friends. And then also, she was one of the secretaries on Murphy Brown, if you remember that joke. And then she got a lead character role in a TV show called Providence. And Providence was set in Rhode Island, and she was the sister of the main character, Sydney. And people in that cast that I did some research on, also notable actors, Mike Farrell from MASH and John Hamm from Mad Men. Most handsome man. Anyway, so Melina Kanakarides, she was on The Guiding Light. And she went on to work on CSI New York with Gary Sinise. And Gary Sinise was in a ton of movies, most notably with Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. And he was also in Apollo 13 with Kevin Bacon and Tom Hanks. So, so that's my 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon story. So I think I have a score of 4. So this is really cool because if you're connected to me, then you might fit into this story somewhere along the way too. And then also, it just shows how connected we really are. I could do similar stories, actually, really shorter stories with King Charles, but that's a whole nother thing. But it just goes to show, like, I just covered a lot of ground, just for little old me. So this is how I think that it would play out. Like if I actually was able to contact Paula, this is what I would say. Hey, Paula, remember me? You were in a high school production of A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and I was in the chorus, and we have similar last names. And I was wondering if you could put me in touch with Melina Kanakarides. And I'm playing the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game, and I was just wondering if you by chance had her email. Great, thanks. And then I'd get Melina's email, and I'd be like, hey, Melina, my name is Maria, and I got your email from Paula Kale, and I'm playing the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game, and I was wondering if you could put me in touch with Gary Sinise. Thanks. Oh, by the way, loved your work in The Guiding Light. Yeah. And so then she'd say, sure, yeah, no problem. Here's his email. All right. Hey, Gary, my name is Maria, and I'm playing the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game. And I got your email from Melina Kanakarides, and I was wondering if you could by chance put me in touch with Kevin Bacon. Thanks. And so, and on it goes. And then I would say hi to Kevin Bacon. And if I were ever to talk to Kevin Bacon, since he's connected with everybody, I'd say, hey, Kevin, do you want to play the game too? Would you mind connecting me to Sam Hewen from Outlander? And so that's how it would play out. Anyway, so if you know any of these people, please share this video with them. I'd love to meet any of them. It would be really great. If you have your own Kevin Bacon 6 degrees story, I'd love to hear it. It's just a wonderful, fun, lighthearted way to just remind us that we're all people and we all share stories. And if we can find something in common with someone, then it makes a big world of difference in how we get along. Oh, and one more thing. So you may think, oh, she was just in the chorus of a high school production of a musical, but I'm still interested in the arts and I'm still interested in creativity. I went on to graduate from high school, and then I graduated from university with a degree in English literature, and recently also self-published a book called Closer to Indigo, and created my own TV series called Saanich Emerging Land, Emerging People, which you can find on YouTube and also on TELUS Optic TV. That's my IMDb, not that it's official, but yeah, so I went on to do my own creative work as well. Not nearly to their level, of course, but still I did my own little contribution and I'm still doing it. So that's my story about where I started. And if you want to book a call with me and you want to explore spiritual storytelling coaching, then please reach out and book a call and we could talk about your options and see what you'd like to do. Let's connect soon. Bye.